In Packet Tracer 10.3.4, we are going to configure and verify Network Time Protocol, or NTP. If you have this guest user profile window, you can just cancel to close that, dock to dock the instructions. And in the background or scenario, it tells us Network Time Protocol synchronizes the time of day among a set of distributed time servers and clients. In our network here, we have a time server and two clients, which are router R1 and router R2. And while there are a number of applications that require time to be synchronized, this lab is going to focus on correlating events that are listed in the system log and other time-specific events that get calculated from multiple network devices. NTP uses UDP, also known as User Datagram Protocol, as its transport protocol. All NTP communications use Coordinated Universal Time, or UTC. An NTP server usually receives its time from an authoritative time source, such as an atomic clock attached to a time server. The NTP server then distributes this time across the network. NTP is very efficient. No more than 1 packet per minute is necessary to synchronize two devices to within a millisecond of each other. In part 1, server N1 is already configured as the NTP server for this topology, which we can verify by looking under the Services menu, and the NTP tab shows us that it is on, and currently the server's set to October 12th, 2019. From R1 and R2, we want to make sure that the time server is reachable and that connectivity is good. We can do that by pinging server N1. I will copy the address and put it in my copy buffer because I'll be using it multiple times. On the command line of R1, the ping command followed by the address of the time server N1. We do have a successful ping. Now we need to check from the other client, R2. R2 is successfully able to ping the time server, so that looks good. In part 2, or step 2, I should say, we will configure the NTP clients, the two routers, to refer to that NTP server to synchronize their clocks. It's important to keep time consistent among all devices. When you have a lot of events being collected from multiple devices, the reason that it's important to keep time consistent is if you're researching a system outage or a security attack or event, you want to make sure that you've got a consistent time among all devices as you research what happened. We are going to configure R1 and R2 as NTP clients so that their clocks are synchronized. Both R1 and R2 will use N1 server as their NTP server. Look at the current setup on these routers. Look at the status of NTP to see if it's enabled. Now, if you try to show NTP status from the executive prompt, it's not going to work because you need to elevate your privileges going to privileged exec mode to do that command. We see that NTP is not currently enabled. Show clock to see what the current time setting is. March 1st, 1993 in this case. And if we want to know more, show clock detail output shows that our time source is the hardware calendar. In other words, the factory default setting in hardware. To change that so that we can be synchronized, we go into configuration mode and use the command NTP server to tell this router client that its server is this IP address, which we know it can reach now. The completion percentage is reflecting 50% after that command is entered. We're going to repeat that step on R2 as well. because R2, like R1, is showing factory default time setting. We want to change that. So now both routers are configured to look to the server to set their system clock from. The completion has gone to 100% here. And looking at step 3, we want to verify these NTP settings. It takes some time for the process of exchanging messages and getting synchronized to happen. On R1, if I show clock detail, there's not a change. Show NTP status shows that the clock is unsynchronized. And this client is a stratum level 16, which is the worst or the lowest stratum level. And show NTP associations does show that we have set up a peering relationship with that server, and that is a stratum 1 server, which means that server here is just one level below an authoritative time source, such as an atomic clock. So it is in progress. You can use the fast forward function to fast forward the simulation and get your results more quickly. Now that I've done a fast forward, if I show clock detail, the time source has changed to NTP. The current clock time value matches the NTP server. Show NTP status has changed. The clock is now synchronized, and R1 is now a stratum 2 NTP device, which means that it is just 2 levels below an authoritative time source, which makes sense because now it's 1 level below the server. R2 should show the same status, the same time value. Show NTP status. R2 as well is synchronized. It is now a stratum 2 NTP device, and everything looks good. That completes this packet tracer. Drop your PKA file in the Dropbox after you save it, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.